Hey, welcome to Humanity Humane. I'm Bliss Forrest, and today I'm going to be talking about Australia's plan to murder 2 million feral cats. So I was actually inspired by a New York Times article I just read, blanking on her first name, by Jessica Camille Aguirre. Hope I'm saying that right. So basically, if you aren't aware of this, Australia sees feral cats as an invasive species because they are not native to Australia. So the first thing I would like to note is, how do we think the cats got there? Because I guarantee you they did not swim there. I don't think they operated planes to get there themselves. In fact, it was 100% humans that brought cats there. Just saying. But they're concerned with the rate that feral cats are wiping out other species. So their solution to this is not to let nature just happen, but to start shooting the cats, dropping poison sausages from planes so they'll eat them. I was reading it, and after I was done crying, I was just like a lot of the time I feel really disconnected from the rest of society because I just can't process how other people's brains work, because I'm like, how does this make any sense? And here's the main problem. Humans have too much of an ego. I say we as a species, not me, but there is too much of a God complex where we think it's our duty to control the planet. You know what? It's not, actually. We are one of many species here, and because of our need to feel like we're in control and we need to do all, no, actually, we're the reason why so many species are getting wiped out. Because if you notice, other species just keep to themselves. Okay, squirrels outside. They're not coming in here and harming us so they can get food. In fact, I go out of my way to feed the squirrels and give them some nuts because I live in the city and there's no nature here for them to go find nuts. So I get in trouble for feeding them, but here's the reality. We've destroyed the environment so much that it's actually difficult for them to find food. So the natural rate for extinction that would happen regardless of whether or not we were here, is the background extinction rate, and that is 1 out of every 5 species. Sorry, I wrote some notes over there. So it's now estimated that we're losing species at 1,000 to 10,000 times the natural extinction rate currently. So yeah, okay, so I have some arguments. So first of all, we are the only species who has committed genocide against, we've committed genocide against ourselves, okay? Our own species, based off of, one fucked up mind's idea that this is lesser, or, oh, we need to get rid of that. And it's so we kill all of these innocent people because we think, oh, their hair's not blonde, they're Jewish. Yeah, I'm good. I'm bringing up the Holocaust, okay? This is essentially a feral cat Holocaust, and it's fucking horrible. And it amazes me that we've been through something like that, but we'll do it in a slightly different context and think it's the right idea. It's not. I would also like to note, in the article it was saying that, the article was really well written, by the way. I'm not putting the article down. She was literally just presenting the information, so I don't want to come across like that. But, you know, one thing the article said was that it was something like, you know, cats spread this bacteria to livestock or something like that, and that's affecting our food. And here's another thing, that cats are programmed to murder just, you know, whenever, even if they're not starving. Here's a thought, we're programmed to murder even when we're not starving. Humans are constantly overeating. Here's something else, we actually grow and raise our own creatures for the sole purpose of murdering them and eating them. And we don't use natural means to do so. I've been vegetarian since I was 14. I don't judge other people for eating meat, but it's like I would be more okay with it if people were willing to, you know, go out and actually hunt for their own food, not with guns. Like, go use your hands or whatever with like the rest of the planet. And if you can't do that, then you can't have whatever you want, because like that's how things are supposed to work naturally. If you can pick some strawberries, you can have the strawberries. It's really, really simple. The rest of the planet, it seems to be able to do this, but we can't. So yeah, so they talk about, you know, cats overkilling, you know, without need to. We constantly do that. I would like to note how, okay, let's start with you. If you're a vegetarian, vegan, awesome. But if you're not, I'm sure that you have thrown away, probably even this week, you've probably thrown away excess meat that you were just too full to eat, or that you weren't hungry for anymore, or, you know, it had been in your refrigerator a little longer than it should have, so you threw it away. And, you know, I was describing to someone like how I see throwing meat away. Like, you know, that burger that you're eating, this is a burger that was born, you know, it has a mother, right? It grew up enough, it opened its eyes, you know, it took its first steps, it, you know, started eating, it, you know, and no matter what deplorable environment it grew up in, it did, and that was a life that grew up, and, you know, it woke up every morning and went to sleep every night, and then when it reaches a certain age, we murder it. And you are taking like that little life, even if it was short, and it's like if you were eating it, like I can justify it more, but to just see it get thrown in the garbage is so much worse in my opinion. I'm like, it went through all of that for nothing. But we do that all the time. I was a server and I worked in restaurants, and I would see us throw away so much food because it was the end of the night and nobody took it. Or, you know, I even said, can we bring it to homeless shelters, something, so it's not just wasted. And they said, oh no, we can't. Like, I used to work at a retirement home in the kitchen, and we weren't allowed to do that. So that was just so much life wasted. We overproduce food. We mass murder very unnaturally, okay? We have factories and I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents, like the meat industry, I don't know. But basically, humans are the most invasive species on the entire planet. But we look at another species that is doing a fraction of the damage that we do on, like, normally, and we think the answer is to wipe them out. And, you know, there's people kind of vacillating back and forth on the issue, like, and yes, you know, I even thought about it, and I'm like, I mean, what about all the other species? And I'm a massive cat lover. You know, I take care of feral cats in Brooklyn. My cat is right here. I've always been a crazy cat lady. But I do love all animals. And I did consider, is there any way that somehow this makes sense? And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, this is a natural battle that humans are not involved in at all. This is a natural battle that humans are making not natural by stepping in with guns, with traps, with airplanes, and poison sausages. Okay, which, by the way, can we talk about all the animals that had to die for the sausages to poison the cat? Like, this just doesn't make any fucking sense. We never put the intelligent humanitarian people in leadership roles. And those are the people that should be in leadership roles. We put the narcissistic, egocentric, sadistic, like, this is why our country is going to shit. Seriously, country, world, this is why our planet is going to shit. Because really incapable people are leading everyone, and we listen to them. Some people listen to them. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. And, you know, I read that article and I cried my eyes out because, yes, obviously because it's horrible, but more because I know there's nothing I can do. People have made petitions, people have done this, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, they don't do very much. You know, humans are the problem. Humans are ruining the planet. You know, like, our fucking president's a moron. And he's one of those people that's like, oh, climate change isn't real. What the fuck do you mean it's not real? Yes, it is. We are making it worse. And just because you plug your ears and are like, oh, it's not happening, it doesn't mean it's not happening. It is. Every day. Here's my cat. Does this look like an invasive species? No. No. And, you know, you're not an invasive species. I'm sorry, I'm getting on a tangent about Trump, and that's never good. But, you know what? Yes, I will completely admit, cats they kill things, right? But either way, they're doing it naturally. And the feral cat problem in Australia is not our battle, and what we need to do is just back the fuck off and let nature work out however it's supposed to. You know what it's like? It's like the narcissistic parent who's so in your business that, like, you can't do anything by yourself because, you know, some girl was mean to you at school. So, you know, they go to the office and they're like, I want this girl thrown out of school. It's like, let the two work it out by themselves. You're a grown woman. Why the fuck are you, like, in middle school right now, like, battling with a 12-year-old? Back off. That's what it's like. Okay? It is not our duty to control the world, and we're gonna destroy it if we keep doing that. I don't know what this video is gonna do, but if there's like-minded people out there who want to be angry with me, comments are welcome, messages, whatever. I feel like I just need to know there's other people out there like me, so I know I'm not crazy. But I really hope this gets resolved. Yeah, thank you for tuning into Humanity Humane. I will have more videos coming out as I get more angry about things. So that's all for now. Thanks, guys. Bye.